Hello my friends, Asoka the Geek here, and for this review we're going to take a look at the new McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse McFarlane Collector Edition Christopher Reeve 1978 Superman the Movie Superman. So to say I am excited for this figure is an understatement because, you know, Christopher Reeve is still my favorite Superman. Superman 78 is what got me into loving the character of Superman. It was my gateway into comic books. It was my gateway into movies in general because I love that movie so much. So this is my quintessential favorite Superman, favorite movie, a lot of favorites here. So I am really excited for this figure. Just looking at what he comes with, 4 sets of extra hands, even holding his little Kryptonian sunstone, an extra angry head, and there's the figure itself. I did already kind of open it up a little bit, so let's continue opening him up. And we'll put the box over there. So there's the figure, but here's a closer look at the hands before I get the figure out of the box. And there's the extra head. So anyways, let's get all this stuff out of the package properly and take a closer look. Alright, so here is the figure outside of the packaging. As I mentioned before, you see all the extra hands he comes with. Comes with a flight stand and this beautiful Christopher Reeve trading card, which I definitely will be keeping. I love Christopher Reeve so much. I have a trading card of Christopher Reeve's Clark Kent right above my computer that I look at every day. So I'm definitely keeping this trading card. Oh, that fell in the background. There's the figure. Before we get into the figure, here's the extra head that he comes with. There's definitely like a Superman 3 angry Christopher Reeve head sculpt. The Platinum Edition variant is the Christopher Reeve Superman 3 colored suit with his angry face. So you get that if you get the Platinum, but you also get an extra head sculpt here as well. So, you know, it's fun that he gave you both head sculpts. And I definitely will have to track down that Platinum Edition Superman 3, because I love Superman 3. The fight with Clark Kent and Superman in the junkyard, one of my favorite scenes ever in a movie. So I will be hunting that down. But as for the figure itself, I mean, again, I'm super biased with this figure just because of my love for Christopher Reeve, but I think they knocked this out of the park. I mean, just looking at it, standing there, like the colors are perfect. The head sculpt looks great. The way the cape is around the neck looks awesome. Then if you look at the back of the figure, it's got the S on the back, the correct looking S as far as I can tell. The back is painted as well. And I think it just looks fantastic. And again, the head sculpt I think works. It looks like Christopher Reeve. You got the spit curl. You know, it looks like him. This is, I don't know. I have the NECA Christopher Reeve figure. I don't have it handy, so I won't put him in this review, but I'll do a comparison later. And I think this blows the NECA figure out of the park. Honestly, I was never a big fan of the NECA Superman, the Christopher Reeve one. It was fine, but I always felt it was a little awkward. But this is freaking amazing. This is just a perfect Christopher Reeve Superman action figure. You know, like this is an action figure. That's what it's supposed to be. You know, and that's what I think they did a great job of getting him into a proper action figure form. As you can see, good range of motion there. The neck moves up pretty well, or sorry, the head. So you can make some fun flying poses with him. As you can see, he's got toe articulation as well. There's the elbow there. So yeah, I think it looks great. I mean, this is what he looks like. This is Christopher Reeve. He's above Superman, but he was also lanky and tall, and I feel like they captured that in this action figure really nicely. And just from certain angles, especially with the head sculpt, it looks great. I think they did a great job on this. I mean, and I love the quality of the cape. I love the color of it. I think it looks fantastic. Again, the way the cape tucks into the neckline as well. It's a wired cape, so you can make some fun poses of it. The cape flapping in the wind there. But, man, it looks awesome. I think the logo looks really good. The one thing with the logo is that it's raised slightly, as you can see. But it doesn't bother me. I think it still blends into the costume really well. It's not like too raised, a little bit, but I think it works. I think it looks great, personally. So there you go. Let's see how he looks next to a few other McFarlane figures. Alright, so there he is next to Crisis on Infinite Earth Superman and Action Comics 1000 2024 edition, we'll call it. So yeah, definitely towers over the Action Comics figure, about the same height almost as Crisis, maybe a little taller, but there he is next to those two. Also, for good measure, here he is next to the cell shaded, or sorry, someone in my Facebook corrected me. It's not cell shaded. It's just shaded. Comic book shaded Superman. So as you can see, you know, a lot of differences. Mostly the same figure, but the neckline is different where the cape's tucked in. The head sculpt, I think it's probably the same head. Actually, the head sculpt looks different also because the spit curl is definitely different. But there you go. There's the comparison with those two. And finally, got to do it. Here's a comparison with Michael Keaton. You know, this is the world's finest we'll never get that we always wanted, but you know, at least we have it now in action figure form. There's Superman and Batman. This Batman, I love this Batman figure. I wish the head was properly attached to the neck, all one piece like in the movie, but I still think it's a pretty nice Batman figure, and it looks great here next to Mr. Christopher Reeve. So there you go, guys. I love this figure. You know, I got no complaints. I'm sure there's imperfections like there is with everything, but nothing that bothers me. This will have a special place of honor on the shelf. You know, again, beautiful Christopher Reeve figure. I think it's better than the NECA figure personally. I'll do a comparison later and show you the differences there. But there it is. There's your look at Christopher Reeve. I'll do a review of the Platinum version whenever I track that down. But until then, let me know if you have any questions. Are you guys picking it up? Do you see any issues with this figure that I don't? And I always, again, appreciate you guys watching this. Thank you so much for your time. Oh, I got mine from the McFarlane Toys online store, but this guy is showing up. People who ordered him from Best Buy have started to get him. I think other retailers are starting to ship him out. So yeah, you should definitely be, if you pre-ordered it, you should be getting it soon. He's also been showing up at GameStop. So yeah, he's going to be all over the place, but there it is. There's your look at Christopher Reeve as Superman from McFarlane Toys.